Yeah, hello, welcome guys. So I'm also thinking like slowly, right? We'll going forward to have this discussion brief and to the point so that we have some more time for our personal life. But we'll have the regular call just to, think together what we achieved. And also don't judge based upon any metrics because we just started. I'm seeing tremendous progress. New people are adding, joining, and our Discord community is growing. Twitter follower growing. YouTube is growing. So we are in the right direction in all the measurements. And also the number of pull requests, the quality code we are being written. So it is very significant growth we are getting in all the corners. So don't burn out anybody. No need to rush and no need to let me know that if you are unable to attend a call or you are unable to contribute. It is on your interest. We are not going to judge you based upon the ability you are spending the time on it. So as long as you are passionate, want to help other people or you want to learn, so you are welcome. So saying that, I'll just give in some guidance about what we should do next for coming days. There are a couple of new tasks I created apart from that core contribution. I think all of you guys aware of the core contribution. Like we have the phase one. Let me start with the phase one thing. So the website, the landing page, and I'll just briefly talk about this part a little bit later. At the Twindle package, we have done tremendous progress in terms of CLI, creating how to create the CLI, how to create the PDF, and EPUB. Mobi we have not explored yet, but MD also we did some, but it is a very not the technically challenging task. So we can get to that. So as per our product milestone and deliveries in scope, we are in really best shape. None of the project I have worked in my real life are in this fast and we are getting this much response. So that we have to think hard to, think about the task and engage people. But rest assured, we are going to create a wonderful product, wonderful team. So that is I can hope for that. So for example, the first task I have to create, I encourage everyone to contribute here. For example, the open source contribution, right, is not only the task you are allocated or you are committing to the code, and that is one important aspect. You have to do your job. And second job, I was stressing that peer reviews. I encourage like all people to jump on and review other people code. Even though you are beginner, that is all fine. You can see the first PR, second PR, some other beginners are also joining on a daily basis. So it is your responsibility to help them, guide them to review their code. So I can see a couple of people are doing that, but I can see some of the non-person only doing. I need more participation and contribution for each and every one who are on the call. Even though you spend 5-10 minutes, allocate time, for reviewing other people's code. Go through this pull request. Today I just streamline it a bit and I close most of the PR. So if a PR is raising and which is pending since 5-6 days, like I am going to close it. This is, for example, 5 days we are putting lots of comment. You have to do merge conflict and you are not coming and helping each other out. So I'm going to close it so that you can reopen anyway if you are coming to that, but it is not distracting us for reviewer and approval. So whichever the relevant pull request, I closed it. But please make sure that also I encourage you to, I think all of you has the labeling access. You guys can change the label. If not, you interact me, later. I think a couple of people I able to label in the issues I can see, but I'm not sure about the pull request, but I'm assuming that all people should have access by this time to, having the label. And also I created groups based upon your code contribution. So you'll get more and more responsibility. The more you contribute, the more you engage with the team, so you'll get more work. That is rest assured. We have infinite number of work. There is no shortage of work or ideas. But I can't, if you don't want to help yourself, I can't help yourself and I can't come to you to talk to that what you want to do. I can't have the luxury to do the spoon feeding and mentoring each and every person. You have to help each other, and you have to grow. For example, developer, all other contributors are in the group. So if any ticket is raised, so I'll going to add, to all the person to the reviewer sheet. And HTML, CSS, who are creating header, banner, classified, so I'll add to that community. So we can tag it, and they'll discuss, engage with that. And JavaScript, who are contributing to the PDF, CLI, they'll be part of this group. So if you're interested both, you can be part of those two groups. This will be purely decided based upon your contribution to the code. You don't need to approach me asking that I want to be this group or that group. That is not needed. If you raise a pull request, if you review somebody code, edit code, or update code, so you will be part of this group automatically. Okay, so I already sent the request to many people. So if you got the request, please approve it if you're interested, so that you'll be part of the groups. And I discuss about committing the code, committing your pull request, which is get approved, all good. So you know how to do first PR, second PR, and third PR, and got little bit exposure to merge conflict. I'm not expecting you all to be expert in Git. I'm also struggling all the time when I touch Git or do some merge conflict. It is a part of learning, continuous learning process. But here we are going to learn together. There is no perfect knowledge. You'll struggle each time, so that is all fine. The second aspect would be much more important. You have to run all other people code. I created a video. I won't go in detail. So what I want to mean. So you can click this link and you can understand my thought process, what I exactly want to do by this task. So you can get a better understanding about what I am expecting to it. So the JavaScript project, we have created CLI for EPUB conversion. JSON to PDF, I think forgot to mention his name. I think you can DM me, I can edit. So JSON to PDF by Praveen, Markdown by Amin, PDF Puppeteer by Tolga, PDF JSON by Samriddhi, and Twiddle CLI by Michael, and Hello World PDF by somebody, and Express.js by Kingsley. And there are so many HTML is there. So it is your responsibility to run, because if you want to contribute to open source code, you have to read the other people code, because now you're doing hello world program, that is all fine, but eventually you're going to code together. One file, multiple people will change. If you are not familiar with what other people doing, what is their thought process, so you'll be fall behind. So even though you don't understand anything, but all people, I encourage that you should know how to install it, how to run it, the program. The instruction, it is the responsibility of the whoever commit the code. It is the responsibility of write a readme file. And it is, if the readme file is not updated, you learn something new, you feel free to change their piece of code. So the code is still committed, is their code, but once it is committed and merged to the master, it belongs to all of us. So you are free to make any changes and raise a pull request. That is the magic, and that is the thing of the power of open source. So the till created by PDF Puppeteer, it is Tolga, but now it is not any more contribution by Tolga. It is the team activity. So it is belong to the project. So anybody feel free to jump into the code. If you improve the documentation, if you like, improve that comment in the code, improve some kind of indentation. So I given some example here. What are the thing you can change, minor thing also. But feel free to that. Then only I'll understand that whether you are interested in JavaScript, Node.js, and I can assign you proper challenging task. So if you are interested in just a beginner about HTML, CSS, go through their code and do the same thing. So for example, this is instruction given. You have to run and put the screenshot. So like for example, ePort generation. This is a wonderful ePort we can able to generate. This is exactly what we are looking for. So we are in the right direction. So this is the PDF. So this, I was creating a video and just given the screenshot how to do that. So how this is like header and it looks like. This is exactly screenshot. You can give, there is no direction. So, this is exactly you. Please, I encourage everyone to run the code and put the screenshot here, this page. And you, one issue per one person. If you need to upload, you just click here to edit and keep on adding. You don't need to add all the time at one point. Yeah, Tolga. Have a good day. So I think you guys understood what needs to be done. So I encourage everyone to do that. And also there is related yeah, there is another related ticket I created. So here you have to mention issues encountered during the run record. This is extremely important. If you don't know any basic question, so one other people, maybe any new beginners, see this project, one intention is very clear that we are going to help the beginners. So this should be the first entry point to the open source world for all the beginners. So if you face any problem, the chances high that other people in future will going to face the same problem. And whatever the knowledge, whatever the knowledge transfer we are doing, somebody is helping each other, we should be document as we go. So after a couple of months, you'll forget that this is a silly mistake. But you have to think about the beginner. If you don't know what is npm, you don't know what is node, you don't know what is installation, what to go with that. So make sure that you raise a issue here, only reply, take the screenshot of error and keep on progressing it. No need to create multiple files for one user, one comment, so that it will make structured. So you give the problem statement, like this is the problem, I'm facing this issue, and eventually you will in development or coding practice, eventually you'll solve. When you face the problem, you always think that I can't solve this problem, this problem is very hard, but believe me, you'll find a solution today or tomorrow or after 1 week. That's how this coding will work. There is no solution there is no problem which can't be fixed. So make sure that whenever you face a problem, you document it. You will think that once I get a solution, I'll document it. That would be late, and you'll forget it, and you'll be lazy. And once you solve the problem, that intensity of understanding the learning, and it would be gone away. So make sure that whenever you face the problem, even though you don't know the solution, please comment it here, so that it will give an opportunity to other people to look into your problem and help you or guide in that. Okay, and once you find the solution by whatever maybe the way, you document it over here. So I think I explained about these two concepts. And for the beginner and everybody here, I'll discuss about the PR4 instruction. So because this team profile looks wonderful. See, this is going to be in our home page. This is exactly same information. We are not going to type it. So whatever the information we are putting over here, we'll write some program to put into the home page. This is exactly will go into the home page. So it would be nice if you try to put a photo over here, create one more column, and somebody who is experienced in the markdown, please come up with the design, so that put a photo here with Pranab and other people, so that it will, everybody will add the photograph. That is the task. And also in the documentation, in the images, in the team, here I added profile.png in the first PR, right? The way you have created the name, exactly same name follow with that, like Saurav Srivastav or whatever maybe .png or jpg extension, and upload your file over here, and edit the content to team. So you'll again get an exposure to experiment with the merge conflict. So this merge conflict is one of the critical part, because once you start coding, you're going to work in one file multiple people. The more knowledge we get into the merging, the more better we get. So this is the two topic I want to discuss. Hopefully you guys will contribute in the coming days. And no need to hurry, no need to rush, no need to worry about whether other people are contributing or not. We are going to for a long term, So it is a marathon, it is not a sprint. If you are born out, if you don't like to contribute today, that is all fine. Take a rest and come tomorrow, come day after tomorrow, come after 1 week. We will be all there, This project is not going to die. So today, like the handlebars, is Bijay Bhaskar has created a wonderful, documentation after discussing with the Tolga. I encourage everybody to do that. And about this, today I had a discussion with Tolga, discuss about what is his experience and how he come up with the Puppet, and I explain about the AWS thing and like this email transmission, how we can store the email, how we can use the Lambda, and how what are the thought process. Detailed instruction is created and uploaded into the Twindle channel video. This is the one interview happened in the Zoom, so you can hear me myself and him discussing about the task allocation because he contributed very nicely. So once you are able to contribute nicely to the code, I'll again give you more challenging tasks. So it is all depend upon your capability and ability or interest to contribute towards the project. There is no shortage of the project, but you have to jump in. So once I discuss with different member individually, so I'll upload into that Twindle channel so that if you can follow the discussion, how the discussion is shaping up, how he is interested, which is the area he is interested, and how he can contribute to the project. And also the final thing, before I go, whoever tweeted in the Twindle, for example, Saurav Srivastav is put very thoughtful tweet. I really like, see, only one thing I ask for this favor, because we have to, I'm encouraging everybody to use the hashtag Twindle and start tweeting whenever you get chance. Whenever you feel like talking about Twindle, helping raise a pull request, please contribute. The more noise is better, because this project is built on simple my one tweet. You can see that because of the power, we are connected from various countries, we are starting contributing. So I want to encourage other people to come to our channel, so contribute to our group, so that we'll get mix up more experienced people, UX designers. Today we stumble upon one UX designer, so we'll get encourage lots of people, so we'll get our experience, mix of experience, which potentially will grow significantly. So you have to encourage the power of Twindle, and please contributing, please Twindle hashtag, tweet it whenever you get chance. There is no need for today or tomorrow. Whenever you feel like, you tweet it. This is extremely important. If you want to help me help grow the project, you are not paying a single rupee because of the knowledge helping other people. But we are asking just to tweet a single tweet, which is free of cost. The like, retweet, and encourage other people who are doing that. So hope you guys help me out in this activity. So thank you very much. I think I'll open for the discussion.